Haha! It's episode 11 time, which I'm excited to say because we have a lot of poop on the screen apparently. Man, I just got like back from work, so it's like not that shocking really. But it's Galmon. Look at him. He's doing a little happy dance because we just cleaned off poop off his screen. Which hey, you gotta be happy about that. And we need to fix the thing. Okay, Blue, we need to give him some stuff. Reliability has went down, because I'm guessing poop was on the screen for a bit too long. Oh no. Galmon, be happy with me, my poopy boy. Okay, we're gonna give him a beast data, because why not? Beast data makes him happy. I mean, I don't know, maybe feeling like a rich man can give that power to him. I don't know. I never understand Galmon. You think we understand this boy? Let's get a close-up of his face. Let's see Galmon's face. Bam, look at him. You think he could beat Mike Tyson? I think he can beat Mike Tyson. That's the next fight we're gonna see. But let's reverse age Mike Tyson before we send him in the ring with Galmon. Let's make it a bit more fair. And let's also pay him properly or whatever. I don't know. Let's bribe him to, win this time? I don't know. I don't know the rules. I guess we could do battles, actually, now. Let's do some battles. I have not done this yet. Been busy with things. Which is the reason why this episode didn't come out early, because I got busy. I got busy. I got busy being Tracy. Ah, no! Oh, baby, that's such a low bar. Bam, look at that. Big shot. That's all you need for Koromon. Just do some big shots on him, and there you go. Try getting his reliability back up, because I want the big wolf boy. That's what I'm wanting in life. Big wolf boy, so I can enjoy. I'm okay with the Kilomon, though, too. I don't know. I'm a 0-2 fan. I even have the D3 device for Hawkmon and stuff, so I'm okay with the Kilomon as well. It doesn't bother me. I'd be okay with it. It's one of those moments where it's like, I'd be okay with that. Bam, look at that. Another shot in there for us. And man, this fight is taking a while. We're winning. And bam, look at that. We did not even lose a single point of health. And we gained $10 from that. Yeah, there we go. Always be excited for $10. Nothing will stop you from being excited for $10. Yes, be excited. Let's go. You get to fight the child version of yourself. Well, the baby 2 version of yourself, I should say. You're currently in your child form, Galmon. You're currently a youngling yourself. You're not at that Anakin Skywalker level of a youngling slayer yet. We're not there. We're not there yet. We're not at the Master Skywalker level yet of taking down innocent children. But at some point we will be. Currently we're at Tusken Raider level. Currently we're only taking down Tusken Raiders. But someday we'll be slaying them younglings like nothing. People are going to be watching this and wonder what weird conversation topic I'm going off on. And I'm going to be like, this is just how it is. This is my channel. People watch me. I think that's the craziest thing to always think about. I think that's the weirder thing I always think about in my head, is that people do watch my channel, and I'm like, man, this is weird, such a weird concept. I get I do these videos mostly for just myself, because making videos and VPets is always such a fun thing for me. I'm such a VPet person where I'm like, I just want to share the love. And I'm glad people really do enjoy this. As one of the most exciting things for me is learning that I can sit down and share my love of VPets with other people. And I can just be whatever going over them. That's just one of the most exciting things for me. Just one of those moments where it's I'm always excited to do that. I'm it's just something that always excites me in a way. I need to get more and more, I still want to talk about more and more VPets. Sadly, I can only do one of these series per time. That's why that's why I've been really wanting to go back to doing a pedometer-based series. I would love to sit there and finish the D2 series. I've been really wanting to finish that. Like, that's been such a, like, back of my mind. Really, really want to finish that. Especially as, like, we have the D3 color and stuff coming along. It's like, I just want to talk about those devices. Like, or, like, other devices. Like, it's just one of those, like, really big things. I also want to talk about other things on this channel, but I haven't gotten to some of those projects yet. For example, at some point, I've been wanting to talk about video games, and I have not done that at all. Though, to be honest, I'm more wanting to talk about, like, really random video games, so I doubt many people would care for the video games I'd like talking about. Because I think, like, one of the only few video game things on this channel, well, one's a really popular video of me making fun of the Nintendo Switch, and then another one is a video on kicks for the Atari 8-bit machines, for the 8-bit computer line. So I always think of, like, some of those more random videos. Bam, look at that big hit. Ooh. But I'm very much a big fan of, like, really random hardware, so it's like I've been wanting to talk about some of that random hardware. Wham! Oh, he got a hit on us. Got a good hit on us there. Come on, get that big hit in. Oh, no. Oh, no, we're gonna lose! Galmon, you failed us. Yep, he failed us. We lost to Chugmon of all Digimon. Jeez, Galmon, jeez. I mean, that still made us money, so I'm not gonna be mad about it, but still. Oh man, we're still at a Kilomon? Dang. 1 food, 2 food, 3 food, 4 food. And let's see, is that all working out well for us? Yep, we're back to Galmon now. Yay! Or not Galmon, or whatever his evolution is. I want to do the poop mini game because I feel like this would be fun to mess around with. Also, because I want to see, like, what the different layout of poop is. No! Ah! I don't know why I thought up was down for a second there. Me talking about video games is making me think about weird stuff. I'm like, ooh. It's like, no, but stop thinking about video game stuff. Stop thinking about weird video games that you want to talk about. And I'm, like, a very big fan of, like, really random machines. So it's, like, that's always been in the back of my head to, like, talk about some of the more random stuff. Because, like, I'm a big fan of, like, a lot of the Sega machines, but I'm also, like, a big fan of, like, the PC Engine and weird Atari little machines as well. And I always, like, really like the dedication to some of that stuff that, like, Sega and stuff did. Especially, like, when you look back at some of those games, because, like, some of them are really interesting. I would talk about Nintendo stuff, but, like, Nintendo's kind of, like, overdone at this point. So it's like, maybe one day. I know at some point we'll do, like, a Pocket Pikachu series, which that's, like, weird hardware there. And then there's other weird Nintendo hardware that I'm going to do videos on. Because guess what? Nintendo is in the VPet world, and we will actually see them in the virtual pet world. Quite a few times, actually. I know the most popular example is the Pocket Pikachu and the Pokewalker, but we do actually have some other examples of Nintendo being in the sort of VPet realm, so we will actually see that a few times. We'll also see, at least in the VPet terms of things, we've done like one video game series so far, which was the WonderSwan series, which involved Digimon, but that was for WonderSwan version WS. I would actually like to do a few more of those type of series. I think I have a few planned for other consoles. I'm currently just back and forth of how to record those other ones. For example, like the Game Boy ones, I've been back and forth if I'm going to actually do it through this sort of setup, or if I was going to do it through like a Super Game Boy. Because I don't know if people would be interested in me like popping up a little screen here and playing games, even though it would look really nice in this setup. Which, I don't know if this has batteries in it or not. It does not, okay. But I don't know if people would actually like me doing that in this setup. So I've been thinking about probably sitting down and probably plopping them into the proper, like, super, what was it? Yeah, Super Game Boy situation. I know many people would be like, oh, you can plop them into the GameCube. I'm not going to do that, because I'll be straight up honest with y'all. The GameCube version doesn't have, like, the whole Super Game Boy support, which the Super Game Boy was a whole little accessory that allowed games to have, like, extra details and stuff like that, and the Tamagotchi games actually did use that little bit of extra detail work in them, because they were all original Game Boy games. So each one of them has, like, extra border design and special colors, I think. Well, colors maybe not, but I do know they have border design and stuff like that. So, like, I'd actually like to prefer to play those Tamagotchi games through the Super Game Boy. So, I don't know, I've been looking back and forth on how I'd do that series, because I've been tempted by it. I don't know. I need to get, like, a capture card setup as well, because currently we're not too far away from my game setup, at least the retro one. There's a retro setup and a modern setup, so we have quite a few ways of doing that. And I've also looked into doing, like, some of the PC versions of pet games. I need to update my PC. Someone did, like, at one point. There's been a few developers who've contacted me a few times about that, and I always tell them I have, like, a Mac, and they all get saddened by that. Currently, I'm using a Mac. I am currently looking into a new computer. It's just really expensive, and that's, like, the only bad part about computers. So, computers, like, it is somewhere in the spectrum of things. It's just not the main thing, because I do have, like, a good one for, like, whatever I do work on, so. But for, like, video projects and, like, people who want me to, like, do stuff on, like, a Windows machine, I am looking into that. It's just the pricing on that stuff. And if anyone, if any sponsorship company is watching and wants to make me do a video for a sponsorship or whatever, I'd be glad to. I'd be totally glad to sit down and talk about PC specs. This is probably the only time I'd ever sell myself out for anything. Mostly because, like, you look into it, and, like, PCs get really expensive. Like, that's probably, like, one of those few video things I would sell myself out for. And Bandai sponsorship. Man, I would totally go for a Bandai sponsorship. Or, like, Zenon or someone, like, I don't know. Like, there's a few companies I'd probably do it for. I know people are going to be watching this video, and they're going to be like, how dare you? And it's like, hey, if I could get paid to talk about V-Pets, that'd be, like, a daydream right there. That'd be the moment. Though, to be honest, I still would have limitations to what I would, like, there'd be things I'd have to say about it. And to be honest, it depends on, like, the company itself as well. There's still limits to me. I still have morals overall, so I can't sit there and, like, be accepting of a bad device or whatever. Like, I feel like there'd be standards. There had to be a few things that I would probably comment on. It's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know. And people are probably watching this video, and they're, like, thinking me as a horrible person, probably. I probably would not actually sell out, just by the way. That was a joke, y'all. That was very much a joke in this situation. But, yeah, I don't know. For me, I always like having control over some of the content. That's why I always feel bad if I ever did type of sponsorship or whatever. Like, I feel like I would need to, like, read the rules of whatever they wanted me to do or talk it out with the people. Nope, is that not gonna... Nope, not that one. Nope, what is it doing? But, yeah, I feel like I'd have to read out the rules or something, or talk it out with the company. Like, I don't think I'd ever do a review for a sponsorship type thing. Like, there'd be certain things to it, like, there'd have to be, like, a whole set to it going on with it. But, like, I don't know, like, it depends on what type of sponsorship video it is. I don't think I'd ever do reviews as a sponsorship thing. I feel like that would be really wrong in ways. I would like to have my full opinion on that and not, like, a paid perspective of opinions. which I have done reviews for companies before, and I've told them that a bunch of times, that I would keep it to where it's like whatever. But I think I did that with like OVO before. Like I told him, I was like, it's like, I'll review the item, but I'm gonna be truthful about it. And they were very okay with that. They just wanted whatever. So if it's a review-based thing, I would be very truthful about it. But if it's like just more of like a random shout-out type thing, then maybe that'd be okay. I don't know. It depends. It depends on how this works out, really. Though, to be honest, I doubt I'll ever be paid for this channel, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I'll be doing this channel forever and ever, because I'll be honest, I just like doing YouTube. I just like talking about these little virtual dudes on the internet. And if it ever gets to the point where I can just sit around and talk about them all day, I would totally be glad about that. But I know that's probably not going to happen. But, I don't know. That's just one of the weird things. Sorry for the random topic today, y'all. But, thank y'all for watching. We're going to be chilling with Galmon for the rest of the day. Keep up his reliability. And, that's pretty much it. If he's a Keelamon by the next episode, you know I messed up. But to be honest, don't think that as a bad mess up. Think that as a good mess up, because Keelamon's awesome! Ugh! Go watch 02. 02 is amazing. But don't go watch Trier Kizuna. That's bad. Sorry, Digimon fans. Be mad at me. All you care. I just don't like any of the newer Digimon adventure projects. But thank y'all for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye-bye.